Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called 3 Count Bout for the NEO GEO system. This was created by SNK in 1993, and this game was suggested by YouTube user Charlie Cat. He is also known as, his real name is Anthony, and he's also known as FDurso24, I think, on the AtariAge Forums. He's an online friend of mine. He's really big into NEO GEO games, and for the most part, I am too. And this is a wrestling game, and you choose from one of 10 different fighters, and you fight them all, including your own doppelganger. This was sort of popular back in the day. I remember hearing about this game. I never really got into it, and even after playing this game recently, I'm not a real big fan, sorry. I need my wrestling games really simplified, and this one's got a lot of different moves that you can do when you're grappling. And you move about the ring. It's kind of interesting, this game doesn't always take place in the wrestling ring. Sometimes there's other locations where you wrestle, and the rules might be slightly different there. But you double tap the joystick in any direction to quickly move that way. Well, left or right, excuse me. You can use the turnbuckles. You can climb on them by pressing up towards them and then pressing a button to jump off of it and attack. There's various wrestlers that have special moves. See there, they're grappling. And at that point, when you grapple, you have to wail on the A button, I believe, to win the right to use a grappling move, and you'll see a meter appear. And if you're on the losing end of the meter, you're not going to be able to pull off a move. Although I guess there's a slim chance you can escape from that hold by pressing backwards and A and B. Now, the buttons are A punches, B kicks, and C jumps. And yeah, you can jump and attack in this game. But you can bounce yourself into the ropes and come back with a move to attack your opponent. That is painfully devastating jumping powerbomb. There is Roy Wilson. There's the guy I chose just because he's pretty tall. Although there's guys in this game that are taller. There's various moves you can do when you're in grappling mode. Ugh, I don't want to see that flab hanging out, dude. But yeah, when you get into grappling, you just run into the other fighter, and this meter will appear showing, or wrestler. When you grapple, you'll see this meter appear, and it'll show who has higher power. And I believe the person that's been doing more damage lately will have more power. The one with more power is going to be able to pull off the wrestling move, not the other player. Like I said, they might be able to escape from it by pulling away and A and B together. Maybe. It often seems I just cannot, for the life of me, win a friggin' grapple. I don't care for this game that much, I'm afraid. I liked Saturday Night Slam Masters a lot more than this one. But you can choose one player versus the computer, you can choose one player versus another player, or two players playing against the computer. And here are all the wrestlers. There's Terry Rogers, Blues Bablam, Roy Wilson, Leo Bradley, Big Bomb Birder, Red Dragon, Gochak, Big Bomb, the Gandhara, Blubberman, and Master Barnes. And we get the dulcet tones of BJ Love. And he's done a lot of announcing for a lot of NEO GEO games. That may not be his real name, but that's the name he goes by. And I'll select Roy Wilson. Here is the Gandhara. He's a Hindi fighter. Looks like Hua Jai. Looks a lot like Hua Jai. A little too much like Hua Jai from Fatal Fury. But these are the various moves that you can pull off when you're just the basic punch kick. And here I'm going to win this grappling move, and there was one of my moves. That is a what do they call it? A triple chop or something. You press up and A. And now you can take the fight out of the ring if you throw them out of the ring, or backdrop them out of the ring. And of course, if you don't get back by the 20 count, then you lose. There's another triple chop. And you can press A to grab them while they're down. You can also do a pin while they're down. And if their energy is low enough, they might not be able to get back out. They may not be able to get back out, I said. Even with no energy, they might still break out of it. I'm trying to do a submission move. You can grab their leg and pull it back. And if they don't wail on the A button enough, you'll be able to make them submit, and they'll lose. And I did it. They gave up. Yeah, much of the time it just seems that even when you wail on the button, when you're in a grappling mode, it seems like the opponent is automatically going to win much of the time, and they'll be able to pull off a move. Now, we fight in this garage here. You can break various items to maybe pick up some weapons. There'll be like spiked clubs. There'll be tasers. That, I gotta admit, is pretty darn cool. I'm fighting Leo Bradley. There I used the taser on him. And again, cool. You really have to learn all the moves that you can do when you're in the grappling stance and you're about to win. You have to know what to do. And if you don't make a move, the opponent will be able to make a move and knock you down. And here, if you get knocked down, you have 10 seconds to get up or you lose. You have to wiggle the joystick to get up. And he's trying to make me submit. There, I won that time. Slammed him on the ground. Oh, and those bats hurt. Spiked clubs. I'm still gonna win. But much of the time it seems I can't friggin' win. Oops, I ran into a car. Or a van. Yeah, you can smash the vehicles big time. I guess there's a way to grab a bystander or a spectator. There, I beat him. I guess there's a way to grab one of those spectators, or at least the opponent can do that and throw them at you. It's pretty funny. The graphics in this game are very nice. The presentation, the look of the fighters and everything, the wrestlers, is very nice. I don't get out of the rookie championship until I win 4 games, or 4 matches. This is the 3rd match. I couldn't get past this guy. He just seems to win every grapple against me at this point. The Red Dragon. Yeah, he's got very quick moves, and he spits some sort of poison or something at you. But keep in mind, one move that might help you. Yeah, I can never seem to win this grappling against him. One move that might be able to help you is tap the joystick twice to run into the ropes, and then I think you press A and B together when you come back to do a little whirlwind clothesline on him. Yeah, he's always winning these grapple contests. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this game. I still think that you should try out Saturday Night Slam Masters instead of this. I prefer it. not a whole lot of wrestling arcade games I was huge on. That was good. WWF Superstars is pretty good. WWF Wrestlemania is pretty good. Dang it. Yeah, I'm out of energy, so I'm not going to win any grappling matches, and he might be able to pin me just about. But again, when the opponent or you has no energy left, you can still get out of a pin. See? It's kind of stupid, I think. And there's me climbing up on the turnbuckle, but I'm not going to use it. This guy is just a pain in the ass. He's so fast, and he freely uses that stupid poison breath move. I'm never going to win a grappling contest at that point. Yep, I lose. Well, I almost got 40,000 points. Now I put in my initials. I neglected to continue at just this point, but oops, didn't mean to put in Q. I'll show you a little snippet of the rest of the matches. And then later I'll show you some of his moves when he grapples. That's Roy Wilson anyway. But I'm pretty sure I saw this at some point or another in the arcades. A lot of people like this. I'm not crazy about it. I think there were definitely better wrestling arcade games out there. That's one of the 100 Mega Shock series games. Now I'm gonna get back in the ring before Red Dragon does, and I win. And then there's one more match, I believe, in the what is it called? The Rookie Championship? Yeah. And now we go to the electricity stage. The ropes are electrified. And I face Go-Check. Isn't that his name? Go-Check Big Bomb. There's some stupid names in this game. And there's one of my moves. I toss him into the ropes. And there's a couple spiked bats. I haven't watched The Walking Dead much recently, but I guess the main bad guy or something has a big old spiked bat he likes to use. Yeah, even when his energy is out, that you don't always make him submit or pin him. I used a cheat to bring his energy down to 0. I just wanted to play around a little bit with him. Now you move on to the what's it called? The Challengers Tournament, and you only face 2 fighters in that. And then you face 2 fighters for the semifinal match, and then 1 fighter for the final match. And then, I keep calling them fighters, they're wrestlers, damn it. And then for the last one, it's the World Heavyweight Title match, and you face 1 wrestler there. This guy is Terry Rogers. None of these wrestlers are based on anybody, I don't think, any famous wrestlers. I just wanted you to see a snippet of each opponent's moves. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. I enjoyed mine. I gotta do some yard work, kill off some weeds. Did laundry, did the wash some dishes. Now we're in another garage, or no, this is a warehouse. You can pick that crate, pick up some more weapons. And this guy is what's his name? Blues Hablam. Yeah, there's some really stupid names. Yeah, by this time, it doesn't matter how much energy I have, or how little of energy he might have. He always seems to win these stupid friggin' grappling matches. And there he's picking up a guy to throw it at me, and he missed. I think that's hilarious. Now he's down for the count. Yep, doesn't get up by the 10 count. The guy's clutching his head like, ouch, he threw me. And yeah, now we move on to the semifinal match. And that's 2 fighters I have to face there. And this is my doppelganger. Roy Wilson. Yeah, again, the announcer's name is credited as BJ Love. He's been the announcer for a lot of SNK games. But yeah, when you get to that grappling thing, I guess you're supposed to wail on A. But at this point, I never seem to win him. I'm just skipping ahead. I just wanted you to see who I was facing for that round. Now we're at the 8th round. Back to the electrical ring, and more spiked clubs you can pick up. Whoops. Maybe that electrified wrestling ring is a nod to the one in the World Heroes death match. I wonder if you know, they're still making like sort of homebrew type of games for the NEO GEO, I guess, or the home system, perhaps. I'd like to see somebody do World Heroes. There's another wrestling move. I don't remember how I did that. Ooh, but now I'm able to win a couple of those. Oops, I did not mean to do that. But yeah, when you approach a downed opponent, you can, I believe, press A. Or maybe it's B and then A, and you can do the leg twist to try to make them submit. When their energy is low, that's a good move to do. Now we're at the final match. Then we move on to the World Heavyweight title match. And there's just one fight here against Blubberman. What a flattering name. SWF stands... Oh, you know what? I don't remember what it stands for. Single white female? It might have said somewhere in the track mode or something. I don't remember. But yeah, this guy is fast for being so damn fat. He can roll into a ball and fly at you. And we'll just skip forward, seeing me make him submit to a leg grab. And it says what move you used at what time to end the fight. Or how long it took to put him down. And now we face the final guy. Master Barnes. From the Netherlands, and he's even taller than Roy Wilson. But yeah, this guy's rapid kick attack is annoying. That is a good move to make. Double tap away to run into the ropes, and press A and B together to do a clothesline. It's a good move. But yeah, I'm just going to show you a little bit of what he can do. And then I'm going to beat him. Made him submit. And that's the final opponent. And then we'll see the ending. The ending's kind of funny. But after that, I'll show you some of the moves. I might have already showed them to you before, but we'll look again. The moves that you can do when you're grappling, if you win the grapple. And again, you might be able to break out of the grapple by pressing A and B and away from the opponent. Now we see the cast of opponents. Yeah, the Gandhar is a direct ripoff of Wajai from admittedly their own SNK's Fatal Fury. Leo Bradley. They still announce it as Leo Bradley. Where do they get these names? I'm just not a huge fan of this game. The presentation is nice. Yuck, fat boy. what a flattering name, Blubberman. And he gets run over by all those guys, and they pile up on him. Eventually, he knocks them all off. Kind of funny. But that was 3 Count Bout by SNK in 1993. Suggested by YouTube user Charlie Cat. His real name is Anthony, and he's also known as FDURSO24, I think it is, on the AtariAge Forums. If you ever go sign up on the AtariAge Forums, go see his NEO GEO thread. Very cool. But yeah, now let's look at some of the moves you can do with Roy Wilson when you grapple. And yeah, there's various joystick and button combinations. You need to learn them all for when you grapple. And you have to win it, first of all. There's one move. And then we'll look at another move in just a second. But yeah, joystick and B button power combinations. Or power blows, they call them. Use wrestling techniques, and you get a second to pull them off. I threw him out of the ring. That was 3 Count Bout by SNK in 1993 for the NEO GEO system. This is Crazy Climber Radio saying thanks for watching 3 Count Bout by SNK for the NEO GEO system, suggested by YouTube user Charlie Cat. This is Crazy Climber Radio saying thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video. See you then, folks. Bye-bye.